This is one of the most hopeless ways to die. My sister was out for a run just like usual. Suddenly, a flying football hit her. She fell straight into a trash bin. At that very moment, the garbage truck lifted the bin. My sister was tossed into the garbage truck. My friends and I noticed what happened. We immediately chased after it, but the truck had already driven off. My sister was trapped in the pile of garbage. She desperately tried to escape. At this point, Zoya had caught up to the garbage truck. She quickly climbed onto the truck. Meanwhile, my sister in the garbage pile suddenly realized the hydraulic system had activated. The only escape route was slowly being blocked. She immediately stood up and desperately tried to climb out. By this time, my friends and I had reached the truck. We forced the driver to stop the vehicle. However, my sister couldn't escape from the garbage truck. Her head was trapped in the hydraulic press. She eventually died in this tragic accident. After this event, I almost suffered a mental breakdown, so that day I went to the hospital for a full checkup. But then another accident occurred. A young man covered in metal rings had a terrible incident during an MRI scan. Due to the powerful magnetic field of the scanner, the metal rings were forcefully attracted to his face and chest. As the power of the device increased, the metal parts were pulled tighter and tighter. I shoved the cork into the glass. Then I pulled out a syringe and slowly injected the chemical agent. As a professional killer, my job isn't just to kill. It's to make an assassination look like an accident. This time my target was a billionaire. He made his fortune trafficking people and selling weapons. I disguised myself as a maintenance worker and snuck into the building. After entering the room, I took out my tools. I quickly removed a pane of glass. Then I put on my gear and climbed up outside the window, using the gap between the glass panes. I soon reached the top floor. This was the billionaire's private pool area. I pressed a suction cup firmly onto the glass. Just then, a patrolling guard walked past me. Luckily, he didn't notice anything. After that, the billionaire came downstairs to go for a swim. I had to set the trap quickly. I moved along with the suction cup to the center of the pool. After confirming it was safe, I used a power drill to make a hole under the glass. Then I installed a glass container into the hole. At that moment, the billionaire jumped into the pool. I pulled out the syringe and injected the chemical into the glass vial. The billionaire spotted me, but it was already too late. The chemical took effect immediately. Cracks spread across the bottom of the glass pool. The leaking water formed a whirlpool that trapped the billionaire. Then the entire pool shattered apart. After the job was done, I slipped back into the room, put the maintenance uniform back on, and walked out of the building as if nothing had happened.
On our wedding night, Lucas and I were pushed onto the bed, and my family watched us from the side. They wouldn't leave until we had sex. In order to get rid of them quickly, Lucas purposely hid with me under the blanket and made intimate sounds. After seeing this, everyone in the room was satisfied and left. Finally, only the two of us were left in the room. We gazed at each other lovingly, but at that crucial moment, Lucas turned and left. Afterward, I went to Lucas's workplace and happened to see him taking a shower. He had a strong, muscular body. Then I walked up to him and asked why he suddenly left. Lucas just coldly said he wasn't ready. At that moment, the moonlight from outside shone into the room. Lucas begged me to leave. I was very confused by this. Suddenly, Lucas turned into a horse. That was when I understood why I had never seen him during the day, because Lucas only turned back into a human at night. At that moment, Lucas's father came in. He told me that this had been happening to Lucas since childhood. No one could explain why. He himself couldn't control his transformation. And he firmly believed that as a doctor, I could find a way to save Lucas. I couldn't believe this story. But if I chose to abandon this marriage, I would face severe punishment according to the law, so I had no choice but to accept it. Later, I made an antidote based on a method from an ancient book. Then I gently touched Lucas's ear, while silently reciting a complicated spell. And then something unexpected happened. My name is Jenny. To confirm the death countdown, I dragged a corpse out of the morgue and unlocked her phone with the dead woman's finger. Sure enough, the countdown on her phone screen showed 0. When I got home, I immediately searched for related information online. I found that everyone who had downloaded the app was dead. I tried to uninstall it, but it couldn't be deleted at all. I anxiously searched online for a way to crack it, but I only found some terrifying videos of victims. When I turned off the computer, I was so scared that I immediately ran out of the room. Then I angrily smashed my phone, but the countdown still existed. The next day I went to a phone store to buy a new phone, but the new phone automatically installed the same app, and there was only 1 day left before the countdown ended. Suddenly a pair of hands covered my eyes. I was so nervous that I accidentally bumped into a passerby's car, just when the driver was about to get angry. Jack suddenly appeared and helped me. It turned out that he also had the app on his phone. We were both cursed people, so we decided to team up to find the truth. We first found a priest, and learned that this app was actually a curse from ancient times. To break it, we had to seek the help of a computer expert. Then we found the owner of the phone store. Through him, we discovered that this app recorded all the death lists. And among them, I even saw my sister's name. In the end, with the help of the store owner, each of us extended our lives by 60 years, and the countdown on the app was successfully changed. After going through this, I also developed feelings for Jack. That night, I vaguely saw a figure at the door. I wanted to wake up Jack, but he opened the door from the outside. Then strange sounds started again. And the countdown on the phone returned to its original state.